Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. We have Game 3 of the Best of 5 Grand Finals of the 2024 Zelda 2 Randomizer Upstarts tournament between the number 2 seed ta909 and the number 1 seed Oboe. I am VT Slacker, your restreamer and tracker, and I'll pass it over to our commentary team of Mirai and Star. Take it away, you two.
Hey everyone, how are you doing, Marai?
Doing well. And yourself, Star?
Not bad. Looking forward to a good match here. We've got ourselves game three, as mentioned, in a best of five. It should be an interesting one. Oboe is so far up 2-0 in the series, but nothing is over yet.
Yeah, game one, not in TA's favor when it came to the map, and almost not in Oboe's favor when it came to the layout of Great Palace. Game two, not in either runner's favor when it came to resources, although TA having a few more resources, allowing himself to go into GP about 5 minutes ahead of Oboe, but taking those lefts in GP, and unfortunately, it was just the first down and right to take, and did just lose game two by a small margin.
Absolutely. And we are off. Looks like, okay, this looks like probably a vanilla-like map, starting on the eastern edge of the northwest quadrant. Go east to find a flute. Ferry right next right next to start. But we'll confirm the biome in a bit. Once we get ferry, always a nice early find.
Yeah, money also on vanilla-like here.
And if this is vanilla-like, once we can cast ferry, the ferry that'll get us across to the other side of Saria for the northeastern quadrant of the map. Assuming Bagu's not over here somewhere near start, which is also possible.
Yeah, in yesterday's race, TA did not go across Saria, which would have gotten him a shield spell, and Oboe did, and he did have himself a shield spell for yesterday's race as well, but not castable currently.
Nope, Oboe choosing to walk it out. TA, nope. Oh!
Well then.
Okay, Gabe, that's just mean. Alright. Harry is 67 at Magic 1. We're grinding.
Wow.
We are grinding experience until we get enough magic levels to cast Fairy on 4 jars, everyone.
Looks like these graveyard encounters have a lot of enemies that yield 0 experience.
I think the best I've seen is 5 experience a pop, so yeah, we're gonna sit tight, chat. We might be here for a bit.
Yeah, we're gonna be hoping for bags, though.
Hopefully, yeah, they start dropping, because 5 apiece is gonna be one slow grind. Oh, man.
So I know that these starts can be a little upsetting for some runners. They are a little annoying at times. It doesn't happen too often to where you do have to do the early game grind. I mean, it's very, very rare that this happens, but this is another one of those skill sets this game has, is that, you know, the faster you can kill enemies, the faster you can focus on gaining experience, the faster you're going to be out of this small jail start that we've got here today. So something else to practice in the early game.
Unfortunately, it's also kind of some rather annoying enemies to kill. We've got moas, we've got bats, we've got spiders. This is not exactly the friendliest of stuff to grind experience off of it. 5 apiece.
500.
Oboe choosing to take life. Yeah, you're gonna skip. There's life 2 and there's magic 2. There's also life 3. Managed to get a P back, I think, didn't?
Yeah, it was worth 500.
Okay, so yeah, just grind until you hit P bags. Because you're not getting enough experience off these enemies otherwise.
Oh, TA committed to Magic 3 there. Oboe only at Magic 2. I don't know what Fairy is.
Oh, and Fairy is still 67 at Magic 3. More grinding! And chat noting that the red bats drain experience. Brilliant. I think more or less just 5 apiece. We're basically just hoping to get the 500 point bags out of the pool, because that's about the only thing that's really going to get you experience. Smokies are nice.
So far in the drop pool, it's going to be 1 up, 500 bag. At least in the small enemy drop pool, it looks like 1 up, 500 bag, and a small key. We can have, I think it's anywhere between 4 to 7 items or 4 to 8 items in the drop pool. I forget how many can be randomized in there before it cycles back around. Oh, it looks like another key there. Oboe took a death, though, before being able to pick it up. I guess it's you'd rather have it see a key than another bag drop right before your death, so...
Yeah, because you don't want to have to go cycle back through again the pool again for the bag, because it looks like the P bag is a fairly infrequent drop.
Yeah, I don't...
Speaking
Oh,
of,
there you go.
it is.
Well, hopefully TA doesn't take a death on that either. These Moas are pretty annoying in this encounter. I think he still has to see the key before he sees the bag, so...
Yeah. On the other side, it looks like Magic 4 is 530, so you do have to either stay alive long enough to get another P bag out of the pool, or just hit 6 enemies on top of the bag to get that level.
Yeah, I know these the 500 bags coming up somewhat often, but I'd almost be tempted to look at the desert encounter or even a large enemy encounter here in the graveyard, just to see what you
if
get.
that's any better, because this one is just annoying more than anything else. There we go for Oboe.
Wow, so what is this? We've got 1 up, 500
There we
bag,
go.
key,
36.
500 bag, key, 500 bag, was that it? Or, man, a lot of 500 bags in the small enemy drop pool.
Something like that. I guess they weren't dropping too infrequently, it just takes a bit of time to kill enemies because of the enemy set that this encounter has. Okay, that's the next one. Okay, ATA just needs to kill a couple more small enemies, and then he'll be on. And then he'll be able to get out of here. So Oboe's slightly ahead by only just getting out of this block.
Yeah, I'd probably respawn that small blue bat as opposed to trying to fight Moas again here.
Yeah, because there we go. Alright,
Okay.
and we're across the other side for Oboe. Rudo here has reflected it. We'll need to find out where that trophy is at, and it looks like Stonehenge is right nearby.
Yeah, that's my bet. My bet is that the trophy is just sitting on the grass tile right next door, and he's going to get the hint that it's on the west, and he's going to have to do this twice. Because that's what the game does to you.
Yes, it does. But about 6 minutes or so is not so bad for getting out of the early grind. Magic 4 kind of annoying, but those 500 point bags really help both runners. Oboe does have a slightly better levels coming out of that, 143 versus 142 for TA, but... And yep, you called it.
Surprise, surprise. We'll see if TA makes the same decision here or if he goes grass tile first.
Yeah, looks like TA will, so he'll save a little bit of time on Oboe on this. It looks like we have to basically head straight south of Rudo to continue on this map. A very, very linear west right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless there's something hiding along the edge, it doesn't look like it, though, up there.
Nope.
Well, with this linear start, nobody's getting any advantages early on. Nobody's gambling on an early east so far and getting the big payout versus someone sticking to the west and getting nothing.
No, Oboe having slightly better, getting a slightly faster level grind, but TA getting Stonehenge before going into Rudo ended up nearly zeroing out the difference, basically, between our runners. Like,
Yeah.
Oboe's marginally ahead, but it's like 30 seconds, maybe. Backside of Fairy Cave, which we can get through, but there's a cave to the west we're going to check first before we go through this pass-through, which I think is going to lead us to... There is another palace on the other side, but... There's a palace on the other side of this mountain on to Oboe's right. So I think that's Fairy Cave probably gets us over there. And looks like we can keep going south on this side, okay. And I got our first item cave of the seeds, Pillar P-Bag Cave here. Okay, 200 points. Those would have been nice earlier.
Yeah, this is one of those seeds you don't want to game over or up an A and go back to North Palace anytime soon.
Oh no, because it is slow to get anywhere on this map.
I did not see what was in there. Okay, 1 up. Yeah,
I think red Dairas are 200, which they would have liked to have seen those, Or was it? No, Red Gurias are the 200s, which would have been nice to have those 5 minutes ago, but oh well.
Yeah, we'll see if TA likes to grind. So we'll see if he actually walks back to Rudo and then comes back into this cave real fast to get another quick 200.
Yeah. Okay, in the meantime, we're heading down the eastern side of the map for Oboe, keep going south from Pillar Peaback Cave. Has found Rauru with life here in kind of the south middle bit of the map, and I think there's a palace just next to it, yep.
He's going to opt not to pick it up. I bet TA is going to pick it up. Yesterday, no one had life. Oboe had the opportunity to grab it, didn't grab it, and TA never saw Rauru yesterday, so didn't grab it, although I'm pretty sure he would have liked to have grabbed it, so I assume he's going to grab it here.
I think it makes sense, especially when you know you really don't want to game over. Life is helpful to avoid that. Got another item cave for Oboe.
See how much these oranges are worth. Wow, okay. Max rolling the Dyras today.
Yeah, 150, and I think the reds were 200, so not bad. Well, life doesn't immediately avoid game over, but it certainly helps with avoiding game over. Heart container is nice. There's life for TA.
Yeah, I didn't see how much it was to cast, but regardless, it will always refill 3 bars in this flag set.
Yeah, just a 1-up in P4, good hint for TA.
Yeah, it'll be a good hint if you end up having to look for items, and P4 is going to be a place where you're looking for something, and you know you can avoid it now.
Yep. We are a little further west than I thought, because that heart container is actually in the southwest corner here, basically. So heading kind of back east. Not really checking the northwest end of this southwest quadrant. Hopefully we haven't missed something over there. We're kind of back in the southeast now. It's it's kind of one of those things that the vanilla likes, is when you get to the open-ended parts of the map, it's kind of hard to tell where you are relative to things.
Yeah. I was going to say that we are also seeing a lot of Dyras here. This combat probably going to be a little bit in Oboe's favor. The 1-ups are nice, though, so keeping everyone alive.
Yeah, for sure. 344 now for both runners. And there's that hurt for TA, who's probably pretty happy to see it. And on Oboe's side, we got a look at this item, is our medicine. Mito being the last town we haven't seen, which is somewhere else down south, so good question, where? Okay, TA checking that bit of the map I mentioned that Oboe skipped, kind of the northwest part of the southwest quadrant was nothing.
Yeah, we've got Parappa and Fairy Cave headed to the east if we can't walk over there.
There was a palace over there we saw kind of on the other side of the mountain that had Fairy Cave on it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that'd be our second. That's our second palace.
Yeah, because this one right here we're seeing on Oboe's screen is the 3 or 6 that's next to Rauru. And no, actually, we just completely missed this palace earlier, I think. Which is Palace 5.
You know, I almost wonder if he didn't stab high enough on that statue. It could. It's probably the white mage sprite throws me off because it's smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, linear seed though so far again still and Oboe, the top seed, definitely favored overall in this tournament. Very good runner. A lot of practice under their belt over the last year, maybe 10 months or so that they've been practicing. And so, as you're seeing here, Oboe inching a little bit further ahead every moment here as we move across this map. Oboe's got a little bit of a lead, and it just keeps getting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger.
Absolutely. Oboe, very, very strong player here.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, he has had kind of like 30 seconds to like maybe a minute-ish or so of overworld exploration on ATA for more or less most of the seed.
He takes a death there with a key on the ground. Might be trying to do a little bit of grinding here. This 880, although this is a tough encounter. That, oh man, it's gonna be. I think that's only worth $20 though. Yeah.
It is. Well, yeah, TA is gonna find P5 here in a second. Oboe back to, yeah, that was Pillar P-Bag Cave. And I think Fairy is gonna be required for, yeah, Fairy Cave is what gets us access to kind of the other pocket there, where this last palace is at.
Yeah, TA confirming that that is in fact P5, just in case the white mage didn't swing the mallet high enough into the statue.
Yep. T on the other side is gonna find Trophy Cave, which had a magic jar in it. He'll be happy to see.
Are we missing anything? Is that all of our overworld? Oh, heart container cave. I think we're missing.
We are missing one item cave. Yes.
Okay.
I believe that. Oh, yeah. I think we need to head north from here. There's a funny placed hammer block cave over here as well.
Probably gonna be jump.
The backside of jump cave. Yeah, it looks like.
Although we've got 2 other caves facing west here.
One of
Not
those,
really
I think, is
sure.
our way off the continent. I think we've run out of places for our way out the west. Yep, speaking of, hi, Islands East!
Interesting. Oboe not checking that last cave. Unless that... No, that...
Yeah, that is going to be our item... That is our last item cave, I'm pretty sure.
We also had a north-facing... There were 2 north-facing boulder block caves, I thought, over there.
No, just the one, I
Just
thought.
the
What was
one.
this cave in... What was the spell in... Oh, it's jump into Runia, according to his personal tracker here.
Alright, so we'll see how fast TA gets back to Fairy Cave here to move through that.
He's going that way. He knows he's seen pretty much everything else he can do on the west. Bit of a hike, but he's going. Upstat picked up for Oboe. I would have at least turned around on Oboe's side after seeing this Islands East to go check that the last couple caves to see if boots are in one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true too. Could just be the boots. I think TA just wants the death there.
He did, yeah. He's already done Pillar P-Bag Cave. He just wanted
Oh, he
that.
needs the magic. Yeah, he needs the magic. I figured he might try to kill the diver for 200, take the death somewhere else, though. Well, we're back here to Heart Container Cave.
Yeah, I called it. Thought that was gonna be our last cave, mostly because we've seen just about everything else. I think Mino's also over here someplace, because we still haven't seen that somehow.
So the thing is, hopefully TA doesn't get caught by this. He's going through Fairy Cave, and he clears out Fairy Cave here. And if he goes into Heart Container Cave, it's going to be empty when he walks in, and he might think it's Parappa. Hopefully he doesn't mistake that. He's already seen Parappa, because they share an enemy set. The reason that Oboe sees enemies in there, it's amazing that when you live by the parking lot, that there's horns and alarms. I don't know if anyone could hear all that. Anyway, the reason Oboe saw the enemies in there is because he switched continents, and so they respawned. But I guess TA is going to have the same thing happen to him here.
Yeah, huh, no Mino over there. Where is Mino
Yeah.
at? How, for that matter, I don't think we've actually... Well, I'm not quite sure how we physically get to our last palace. We've seen where it is.
Yeah. So
It's on the other side of a mountain from Fairy Cave, but do we need Hammer to get through a passer to get there?
yeah, I'm thinking either hammer or boots. We saw an opening in the water on the southeast
Yeah,
section.
there's some coastal access, yeah, further south, so it might be that, because I think both Mito and our access to our last palace is over there. I'm not so certain this is an Islands East. It's certainly got a lot of water on it as we take this bridge south for Oboe, and we also see the Valley of Death and Connector. Nice save for Oboe.
Unless it's up... Nope, okay.
No,
I thought
yeah,
we were pretty
saw
close to the edge.
corner.
Yeah, TA probably looking around for this Mito as well, thinking, where is this thing? Okay, so there's one there. No, we have 2 boulder-blocked caves going north here. There's one right there next to the exit of Fairy, and there's one right there. Wow. Okay.
Huh.
Mazer
I
DM,
wonder
I guess.
I guess, yeah, that has to be a continental connector, because I've seen our pass-throughs. We know one of them is the other side of Jump Cave, and the other has to be something else.
That's true. Could just go back to the east and be nothing.
Nothing is questionable. Nice flute, as I believe this flute was hinted. But this does look... Yeah, this is a island's east. Some very large islands, but I do believe this is an island's east, so... There could be some shenanigans to get boots.
Yeah, it would be interesting. They obviously have ferries, so the palaces that they have access to on the west are in logic. I wonder if they could just have a boots item sitting on one of those.
Quite possible. Or the Valley of Death Palace, because we do
Yeah.
have access to it. I understand why neither runner wants to go in there, because it looks like it's a pretty long valley, but it is a thing that exists.
Could also be a hammer as well that gets us maybe that palace that's blocked is actually the palace with the boots in it.
Absolutely possible, yeah.
Looks like we have invisible Moas in these lava encounters. Not entirely sure. I don't know what killed TA there, but he had ferry readied up when he exited the second time.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Oh, hey, Three-Eyed Rock. Whether that's a problem, because we saw the flute a minute ago, and are gonna see it again here for TA. And 500-point payback. Oh, could be worse. We might see a River Devil, Kirby fan. We are on... Yeah, speaking of, actually, Jinx! Whether or not he's required, we don't know, but I think we're somewhere on the south side of the map. I don't know where we are on east-west relatively, but I believe we're on the southern edge of the map now.
I don't know if TA cut some corners somewhere. He's definitely just right behind Oboe, where he's a little bit further behind, it seemed a moment ago, but he's right, this new Kasuto in the swamp right there that he's about to walk into. I felt like he was a little bit further behind.
So did I, because he's now almost neck and neck. Heart container on old Granny, by the way, behind 6 jars.
Good call. VT Slacker, our VT tracker today, calling out that TA took a pass-through cave, which saved a little bit of time.
Walking, yeah.
Yeah, because there was really nothing I don't think that he missed. Maybe he... I don't... Yeah.
Because he got the flute, he's seen his towns. I don't think he missed anything major.
Yeah, we're going to do a
the
full...
Runia was right next to the cave to the west. He didn't miss that.
Yeah. Water tiles over there as well. No boots. And we did see a forest tile, but we've seen 3 towns already. There could be nothing underneath that forest tile.
Runia and Kasuto. I don't think we've seen a 3rd.
Well, we see it, but we can't get to it. There's an island just above us.
Right, yes. Yeah, it's just north. Oh, hey, there's boots.
Well, this is a good sign, given what happened in the first game between them, where the boots were on the maze, and Oboe got them, and TA did not get them for a long time. We had the islands west, and that really opened things up for Oboe. Here, it looks like everyone's going to have the boots and access to everything they need right here. A nice linear dig to the boots.
Yeah, this has been an incredibly linear scene. There have been no divergent options. Just follow the map as it leads you, and you'll get to, and there really is no other choice. We do have a palace just northwest of Old Kasuto here, which has fire in it.
Oboe not going to grab it. Okay, I bet TA is going to grab it, unless we've already confirmed what fire is.
Not that I've noticed, at least. P4 northwest of Old Kasuto.
So we're going to do P4 first here. This is, I don't know how much Fairy and Reflect are. We do have 96 magic.
Fairy is castable. It was 37. Remember, it was 37 when it became castable. I don't know on Reflect. We'd have to check the menu. But Fairy has to be castable. That's how they got anywhere in the seed.
Yeah.
Okay, 52 Reflect at Magic 5. It might be more expensive, might be cheaper. It might be the same for Oboe. I haven't checked. I think caught the site a bit.
I think fire is jump. Saw TA doing some high jumps there on the steps leaving the basement. So he's not going to need the kid if that's the case. He'll just have jump. He won't have to go back into Darunia if the kid is even found at this point.
Yep. Oh, and there's our last palace on the east is P2 here in the southwest corner.
Yeah, so really the only thing... We also saw Risen there a moment ago. I don't know if TA is going to go in.
He's going to go after... I think he just wanted to check the other caves before committing here.
Yeah, and I guess we're missing one town. We're missing Naburu.
We're missing Naburu, I'd guess. Actually, I'm not sure where that is.
Right.
we've kind of been railroaded on this east, so we haven't been able to see much of the map. We're missing one town. We've seen all palaces on the east.
Yeah, what I was going to say was the forest tile still might be hiding something, but if Naburu is it, where's Thunder? Thunder's either Mito or Naburu, I guess.
Yep, and Naburu and Mito is AWOL at the moment. Hammer or Boots locked on the west, presumably at this point. And we also need to find our Maze Island connector, right? We haven't seen a rafter bridge tile here on the east.
That's true. We have, I guess, all the western border, maybe the southwest corner to check out here on this island's east. Even the north.
We are in the southwest corner, approximately. I think we kind of got dumped in the north middle-ish, I want to say. It's always hard to judge where you are relative to an island's map when you got dumped in the middle of it without boots. Oh, there's the other side of the Valley of Death. And there's the raft tile in the north. I think that's the north corner. Okay. So, that's an answer as to missing continental connectors, although we don't know where that goes.
And we'll see what TA does here. I think he's looking around for Naburu.
I think he's just trying to get eyes on everything on the map, which isn't a bad idea, yeah. He knows he needs Thunder. It's a 50-50 of it being in Naburu, and he will find Naburu eventually. It just might take him a few minutes of wandering around the map to do so.
This P4 is giving Oboe the runaround here. Oh, there's a bridge. It's not the bridge.
No, that's just the bridge that we saw earlier.
What a nice bridge.
Yeah. Oh, we can check water tile. That's a good call for TA as well. Forgot this was here.
Guess he gives me thinking about glove.
And that's the Eddie key, which isn't the glove, but you can't complain too hard.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of glove.
I think he was hoping for glove or raft. And yeah, glove fairy block for Oboe.
Yeah, that was my concern coming in here. What did you say Reflect was 52, I think you said?
52 at Magic 5.
Yeah, so that's one fairy cast and one Reflect cast per life. This is just going to be a 1-up, as we know already here.
Yeah. There's Sunken Peabag Cave for TA. The other thing I was thinking is that we were missing our last item cave. Here's the item in 4 for Oboe, which is a 1-up, as hinted. And our item in the Sunken Peabag Cave here, let's see, get past that, is a child of no particular use, unfortunately. Yeah. But it's good knowledge for TA. He knows he doesn't have to look for any other items on the east. He knows where his raft tile is, which could be interesting.
I wonder if he's just going to walk it back to that cave and then what? Can he walk south? I think he's got to take ferry back. Man, that's kind of a bit of a walk, I guess.
Kind of a stinger, yeah. I think he wants to find a brewer first, which I'm starting to think a brewer might be under that forest tile. It's really hard to judge when we've seen everything on this island's map, but I think that forest tile might be in a brewer the rate we're going. Because that's Olipkasudo right there. And here's palaces 2 and 5. 2 and 4, sorry, and we're gonna go into P2 here. Yeah, this might be just let's go clear palaces. I think Naburu is under that forest tile.
Oboe?
Not 100% sure, but I think it's under that forest tile.
Yeah, Oboe killing that red iron knuckle, it must have not been worth much. He just left the screen before letting the experience calculator up and just kind of dodging some. He's going back for that bag, but
70 on the red iron knuckles. I just caught it for TA, so yeah, at this point it's
well,
not really.
Different palace pool there.
I suppose good point, yeah.
We'll see it here. It could still be 70 though. Even
50,
worse.
Even worse. Which we're at 454 for TA, 455 for Oboe. 70 points or 50 points isn't especially worth it at this point.
Oh boy, if this is Karok coming up here. Well, I guess Oboe's got a lot of lives left. I keep forgetting that we've got a bunch of lives stored up from all the 1-ups that we're dropping.
Yeah, neither runner's been, both runners have been walking ever, because the Soul Enemy pool has loads of 1-ups. Here's false. Me getting lost. Fairy block room for TA is what we're at. But yeah, there was a lot of 1-ups in the small enemy drop pool. We've not had much reason to up A, and both runners have been pretty healthy on that front.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Oboe gonna up an A here? And he is. He saw that dead end.
Yeah, I think he was far enough in that he didn't want to walk it back. TA, speaking of 1-ups, just picked up one himself.
Ooh, this left at start could... I don't think we saw any wraparound to this room.
I don't believe so, as here is actual Helmet Head for TA. Helmet Head had like 4 bars of health. Okay, game.
Yeah, Helmet Head's health is very misleading. I don't know. There's something up with the way that it's displayed. Sometimes it feels like he's got more than it shows, and sometimes it feels like he's got less than it shows. I don't know.
Oh, in this case, he was an absolute pushover, and that is the first gem on the board for TA 29 minutes in.
16...
Not terrible, given how slow the start was.
Yeah,
TA making the choice to not dig 2 for the item. I might have there. We're gonna see. Here's Karok for Oboe. It wasn't too far in after that left at start, it looks like.
Yeah, it was. It was just left at start. So TA was taking lefts yesterday. He said in the race room today, nothing but rights. Maybe we'll see. So he's going to go right and not find what he needs unless he can loop around to. There was another upside down T junction that Oboe went again left down left. So if he loops around to that point, he can still make it there. But I don't know if it loops around at all. We'll see what he finds.
Oboe did see most of the other rooms in the palace, so it's possible this might just end up more or less being a net zero if TA goes the other way all the way around.
Yeah, no downstab for these runners. Oboe did not pick up downstab until after the hour mark in yesterday's race. TA picked it up as soon as he could. Both runners currently without downstab. Both of them have the opportunity to go get it, though. Oh, that's the room for TA if he actually goes down and left there. That's the boss. That's the way to the boss. Because this is looping back to start.
He'll recognize that in a minute.
Wonder if he's going to go back down and left and just gamble down and left.
It might work out. But TA, I know, got bitten quite a bit in Game 1. Unfortunately, yeah, going back right. But TA got bitten badly in Game 1 because he had a bit of a rough start and took a lot of lefts going to try and make up for it. It turns out that in Game 1, all the palaces were super duper straightforward, except for like T2, I think. So going right was the correct play in nearly all of them. So TA perhaps reconsidering ideas. There's a child for Oboe. And Mariah, we actually don't know if our runners can get downstab. We aren't quite sure how to get to Mito.
I mean, unless it's hammer blocked, they can't get there.
There is a real chance it is. There's a real chance that Mito is hammer blocked from what we've seen of the West. It's hammer or boots, and we don't know which. He will save a little bit of time on Oboe when he finds the item room in 4, because he got a hint earlier that it's a 1-up, which he does not need.
Yeah, TA looping around again here.
Yeah, he is getting looped. Oboe on the other side is doing the overworld exploration that TA did earlier, so... Our runner is more or less just exchanging places, doing the thing the other already did.
Oh, we're gonna get his magic key here.
Yep.
Probably wish he had that in 4. TA at the elevator, going right instead of left, though. Left is the boss.
Oboe, if he heads left here, should find this raft tile on the other bit.
Oh, is that our bridge? That's our bridge. There's Naburu.
Okay,
Northwest corner.
There's more to the northwest than I thought. Okay.
Oh man, that was just north of where the raft tile's at, though. So if this is, oh boy, I wonder. TA's done so much walking on the overworld. I hope the overworld on the east does not beat him up again.
Yeah, because he didn't go far north enough. I thought the raft was the northeast corner. Apparently not, or the northwest corner. Apparently not. TA might think it's the northwest corner. And we don't actually know which of these two, if either, is actually our way to Maze Island, for that matter. Nibiru is only shield, so it might not even matter that Oboe has seen this island and TA has not, but we just don't have enough information. Because we believe that the other continental connector cave is on the west, hammer blocked. Access to it is also hammer blocked.
Yeah, TA.
And we don't know where this raft is.
It's gonna be right here on Oboe's side.
No, not the raft tile, the raft itself.
Oh, gotcha.
I remember where the raft tile is.
Yeah, the trick to islands is you definitely want to make sure that you can touch the borders of the map itself to make sure that you have seen all of the edges of it.
Because it's really easy to miss something otherwise. I believe this is a heart container incoming for Oboe. We have seen all 6 items on the west, all 6 items on the east. We know the item in P4, we don't know the items out of list P2, P5, or whatever the Valley of Death Palace is. We're still missing a glove, we might need that raft, we probably need that hammer, I think. But, still some items outstanding for sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, TA doing exactly the same thing Oboe did in here.
Yeah, so not losing time really, but not gaining time. I don't think Oboe took that bridge.
No, he didn't.
I'm a little surprised by that. I would have at least checked to see if it's Maze Island or DM to know if you need to go hammer/raft hunting. Because we still don't know we don't know where that bridge is going. Oboe to check, TA hasn't seen it, and nobody has a raft or hammer to do those things. I am curious if Oboe's going to try and dig the item out of P2. He's got a little bit more knowledge than TA did when he was in here a few minutes ago, because you kind of... You know you're missing at least one item, probably 2, maybe 3 here for Go mode. Like, we're almost certainly going to need that glove. We probably need at least one of the raft or hammer. We might need both, depending on how exactly we're getting to Maze Island. And how exactly we're getting to Mido, because, that's where Thunder is, a process of elimination, and we haven't seen our way there.
Yeah. Oboe looks like to be doing the same thing here in this P2 as TA was. There were some lefts. We opted not to take those. Going through that same fairy block room. And the dead end for TA here. So... he doesn't recognize this is again, we kind of sound like broken records when it comes down to like dead end room recognition, right? You shave a few seconds, or it costs you at least a few seconds if you're just going to up and out of there. It costs you twice as much time to walk that room and then walk all the way out if you then see it's a dead end and you didn't realize it to begin with. You can save a lot of time by not taking them. You lose a lot of time by constantly exploring dead ends. There are a good amount of them, though, that people have to learn and recognize.
Yep. Alright, that is P2 done for Oboe, or Helmet Head done. I will see if he goes back in for the item. I probably would in this situation, but we'll see. Kind of an interesting choice to make.
Yeah, TA will
just turning back around.
TA will be in Karok's room in another room or two up here. He's finally gone down left from start.
Yeah. And Oboe is gonna go look for this item. TA did not, which I think made sense from TA's perspective. He has still more exploration to do, but I think this is a good call for Oboe to look for the item, because we're running out of item locations and we're missing some stuff for Go mode.
Yeah. I do wonder if Oboe's going to go back and check that bridge, though, after 2 here.
I probably would, because that's a really big. You really want to know how you're getting to Maze Island. Ooh, that doesn't help.
That is that's the result of the trying to jump it, or maybe he turned around real fast, but it looked like he might have tried to jump it. You try to jump it at the wrong time, it still catches you in the hitbox.
And let's see where TA's going next. He's heading back in the easterly direction. This might be a play to the Valley of Death Palace, I think is the way, or back to the west. This route.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see if he's going to go to that northwest corner.
I am too. We don't know if it's required, but if it is, that could be a serious problem for him. It's 1 in 3. That's our way to Maze Island thereabouts. That bridge, Nibiru with shielding is more or less inconsequential, but it's more so the bridge that worries me.
TA might argue that. I think TA would want the shield spell for certain here. He's a shield and life enjoyer.
Yeah, but it's not gonna. It's
Very
not
true,
gonna.
though.
It's not gonna be a game. It's not gonna be. He's not gonna lose a race just because he doesn't have shield. The problem would be him not finding the bridge if that is required. Well, there's GP, Valley of Death. Okay, and I think this might be a let's go see what's in. Let's go clean up the west a bit.
Yeah, we'll see if he walks down to the beach in the southeast corner.
Yeah, he's currently just doing a thing. I know, like, he lost a. It didn't seem much of game 2, but I know, like, he lost a bunch of time in P1 in game 1, sorry, due to not quite checking every corner thoroughly enough. And you do want to make sure you haven't missed something somewhere. He is heading down to that coast now, it looks like, by this route.
Oboe seeing a dead end there, I think, and up and A-ing, and gonna try again to find this item in 2.
Yeah.
Again, we had 2 left, so I think there's a first down and left coming up, and then a second down and left. Yeah.
We're also just gonna beat this 3 or 6 for TA. Might as well.
And there's the item room. Just hold right from start. Wow, neither runner did that at first.
Nope.
Okay.
Just across in 4, so that's good for. Not in 4, that's across there in 2, right?
Could help in
Which is good for
GP,
TA.
but not the end of the game. Not the end of the world if you don't have it.
And this is confirmed P3 on TA's side.
Yeah, we'll see how TA's Downstablis Rebanak is when he gets there. He's got the life spell, life 6 as well, 7 containers. Should be okay. Oboe, we're not worried about Oboe. Oboe's gonna be able to handle a Downstablis Rebo if he wants it. He's back to the west as well.
Yeah, and he is doing the same thing of making sure to check making sure he gets eyes on every edge of the square of the map as possible.
Yeah, no Death Valley check, no bridge check.
Not for Oboe, which I'm really surprised that he hasn't checked that bridge.
I think TA just looped around? Yes.
I believe so in this 3.
Or maybe not, because there's a door there.
Yeah, good. Well, evidently not, because high remote.
No magic for TA here. We'll see if he gets a good execution overall. Otherwise, he'll have to try again and have at least 1 magic cast of life, if not 2. Is that Mito right there on Oboe's side?
Oh, that is. Nobody quite walked over there.
I think it's boots locked up there.
Actually, that might be, yes, good point. Yeah, I think that was boots locked. So, funny game.
Yeah, so straight west of 3, it looks like, for the most part.
It's basically dead center of the map. Or I think, well, maybe not dead center, but just slightly north of dead center. Okay, there we go. For TA gets Rebo off the horse.
Yeah, with this pickup for Oboe, when he gets the Rebo, it's gonna be a little bit faster. I doubt he'll do 5 before this 3/6 palace. Maybe he'll try to seek out that other palace that's still yet to be determined what it is, either 1 or the other 3/6 that we haven't seen. Or I guess it would be 6 at this point.
Yeah.
1 or 6.
And Rebo is down. Took 1 death, but did get through it for TA. Nicely done. And there's Thunder for Oboe. Yeah, okay, so Mito was not boots. It was boots locked, but not hammer locked. I still think our other continental connector cave is confirmed hammer locked, although we don't know where it goes. And we don't know how we're getting to our last palace on the west. We have seen it, but we haven't figured out how to get to it. Has been the problem on that one.
Yeah, TA coming back into the palace here, backing out of the gem room, and gonna check left of this junction here that he hasn't seen. The other left that exists is right there where Oboe walked into the palace. There's a left immediately.
Yeah, because Oboe wants, both runners want the item out of here. They know they're still missing a glove and a hammer, and a raft. Missing glove, hammer, raft. Haven't seen Maze Island.
Oh, it
Might-
loops
yeah.
around here.
It does, because both runners were just in the same room at the same time, going from different directions.
Yeah, so TA took that up and left. That's why I thought he looped around initially. He took that up and left instead of going right here. So he knows where the item is. Oboe will be into, what's his nuts, Rebo's room soon enough.
Yeah. This 3 wasn't too bad. And here is our item, which is our hammer. Okay.
Well, yeah, we'll see where TA goes here. Might be going
He's
into
gonna
this
clear
5.
P5, and then he's gonna. The problem for now, he's gonna CP5. He's gonna go check the. He's gonna go see if he can get over to the coast. Maybe he knows he's still missing stuff.
Yeah.
You check this item cave. Yeah, TA is staring at that cave of that palace there, going. How am I getting there, game?
Yeah, I'd probably focus on downstab right now because we want to clear out the west, but we're not going to want to come back here. So Mito is probably going to be top priority right now. Downstab, and for him, figuring out whether that's shield or thunder.
Yeah, okay, he's going back in the western direction, which if he goes west and north, he'll locate Mito in short order.
Yeah.
Okay, there's his forest. There we go. Okay, that's good for TA. Oboe is also backtracking for what will be his hammer, so our runners are going to be pretty tied up here.
Yeah, the only gamble TA making is the item in 2 so far, and he doesn't know it, but that's okay. So there's a whole...
It's just a cross in that, yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't go back in there anytime soon.
I mean, he's gonna go clear... He's gonna get this, he's gonna clear P5 and probably get the item out of that. And then probably go... We should have access to this final western palace with that hammer. I think we need to go back through the fairy cave and then take jump cave to get to that bit of the map, which is a little stupid, but we do have access to it. I think both runners might clear P5 and then go do that. And then you get the item out of 5, you get the item out of that 1 or 6, and then you go see if you can't track down where Maze Island's at. Like, P2 is not going to be high on TA's priority list.
Yeah, we'll also see what happens in 5. I don't know. If we have a fast Guma, are we looking for an item in 5? I don't know. You know, this is with Oboe up 2-0 here in this best of 5 series. TA might be making some gamble plays here, and I don't know. So far, gamble in 2, working out. We'll see if it continues to gamble. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Yeah, and that's a point from VT as well. TA knows that GP is in the Valley of Death.
Yeah.
Oboe might go there before the base island. And I think TA is just sanity checking the cave connector. Yeah, you want to go through that and then go check it. And then there's a hammer block cave on the other side you need to go look at, TA.
Yeah, I wonder if that cave is actually DM. I wonder if we'll see a dig through DM on one of the runners.
It might depend on the DM biome.
Yeah.
Because you really don't know. TA hasn't checked the bridge. TA hasn't seen the bridge. Oboe hasn't checked the bridge.
That's another thing as well. If it is, TA not having the read on the bridge, he might be thinking if that cave is DM, he might be thinking I'm gonna look around DM for this bridge because I haven't seen it on the east.
Yeah.
And it may be there. It might actually be there, and it might take him back to the east, and then he'll know, well, okay, well, here's this. And then he'll be spit out by Naburu, and then he'll know that he needs the raft from somewhere. So it could work in his favor. A lot of what-ifs there, a lot of hypotheticals.
He'll also have access to the other side. He's going through Jump Cave now. The other side of this is Hammer Block. We don't know there is another Hammer Block cave in this same area facing south, and that one should be other Continental Connector. But yeah, if that cave is DM and the bridge goes back to the bridge is on the east going back to DM, then DM going back to the east, then yeah, we'll know we need the raft. I had to think through that for a second. Oops. And here is P1.
Yeah, so this is well, let's see where this goes first. Okay.
And that is our maze connector. Okay, that is full overall knowledge for TA, who is probably going to go look for the items in the maze island.
And there's the bridge. The bridge is right there in the south middle of this continent. Had Oboe checked that bridge earlier, he would have done this maze.
Oh, Oboe's going to feel really bad when he sees that bridge.
TA, I wonder if he'll check the bridge real fast and see, hey, this is the east.
I think he probably will, because he's going to go past it looking for the items in Maze Island. I mean, you can't not check it as he realizes.
So here's what I was going to say. Oboe is very likely going to do 5. He's in 5 right now, whereas TA is skipping 5. So TA, okay, I guess this isn't the worst thing. Because if he does the 6 here...
He's gonna go get the items out of Maze Island. He'll backtrack for 6, he'll backtrack for 1. He'll probably up A again.
Yeah, and then do 5 last. This is going to work in his favor.
And then do 5 on his way back to the east, yeah.
I was thinking that, okay, you know what, he could, okay, I think Oboe might still have the better route here. He's going to do 5 right now. He's going to go through the same route that TA just went through, ferry, through jump, see that this P1, he's going to do 1. He's going to see that 6 is right here off of this cave to maze, and then the bridge is going to go right back to the east. You could just do east off the bridge and go right back to Death Valley. And that's going to be faster than TA. If he up and A's, he's going to start at North Palace. He's going to have to do 5. Then he's going to have to go through ferry, and then he's going to be spit out right near Death Valley as well. I don't know. I think it's still going to be a little bit slower, but it does depend on how these palaces treat each of our runners.
Yeah.
It's a close call.
It is. And it's going to depend on, it's too early to, it's tricky, I think.
Item in 5.
Depend on where the glove is too. Good point. We don't know where that is. TA is only just found the first item in Maze Island after clearing like 80% of it here in the northeast corner. I want to say the other items in the path just south of here, once he loops all the way back around to it. This Maze Island layout's been abysmal for finding items. Lots of backtracking, and the items themselves are being last location for TA here in Maze Island, so...
Yeah, I was forgetting about the glove there and all that discussion, so yeah, still some other stuff up in the air.
TA is gonna up A and go back to looking in for this glove. I thought we saw this path already. We did. He's doing some backtracking, trying to remember what haven't I seen in this place.
Yeah, it's tough. If you don't have like a method to your coverage of these maze island layouts, then sometimes you just end up kind of forgetting what you saw. I didn't watch him come through here. I was busy rambling on about that other thing, but hopefully he remembers where he's going. Doesn't want to take that path there.
I thought he hadn't. I thought that was the ways he hasn't gone yet, but I'm not sure. I know. Well, we know we saw him go past that bridge, so we've seen the southernmost side.
Oh boy.
I think it is up there where he just turned around past it by the encounter. I think that, or unless it's one like these 3 squares over here. Which, nope. Those get some nice encounter skips off, though.
Yeah, and he keeps getting the opportunity to just up an A and get his magic back here, so...
Yeah, this palace has been fairly decently placed for that. But I think he needs to go up and right and loop around. Here might be where his second item is hiding. Nope, because we were at this encounter earlier. Huh.
Wow.
Okay,
well, time to comb over the island again, yeah. This is where Oboe can save some time if this is required. Or even if it's not required, yeah.
If this is not required, this could be a big time save for Oboe, because TA is spending a good 5 minutes. Southwest corner, I thought we saw that on the way to the bridge, but maybe not. Nope, it's not there.
Wow.
Okay, I am legitimately a little bit stumped.
One tile. It seems like we've missed one tile somewhere.
I could swear TA's walked on every tile of the Space Island by now. And yes, my sense of direction is hot garbage. Still, I think, but...
Did he check? There's, right here in the top, there's that little dead end of like 5 tiles that kind of juts down. Kind of like a Tetris piece.
I thought he did, but maybe not.
Oh, that was it, yeah.
And this corner is where the first item was.
Well, looks like 5 isn't too bad if you just go the right way. We are on Guma on Oboe's side.
Yeah, not super fast, not super trolly. I've been paying more attention to TA's Space Island, I'll be honest, so I'm not really sure where Oboe has gone in here.
I'm assuming he checked that dead end after the drop. There were still a few tiles there, right?
He did, for TA, yes. Really confused where this other item is, I'll be honest with you.
Oboe does get Guma down there. Final hit for both of them. He gets it.
Yep. Yes, Sonny, I'm pretty sure TA checked the dead end past the first item in that northwest corner. Not northwest, northeast.
Wow, right there next to the palace.
Okay!
And all for 20 bucks. Incredible. That's not upsetting.
Oh, that is a feels bad. Okay. Yeah, that is a feels bad for sure. For TA, going to do 1 before 6, hoping this is the glove, which I think is a fair play, but that is a huge feels bad for TA to miss that item.
Yeah, Oboe's going to be trying to get there himself, looking around. We'll see how fast he puts it together. Not sure if he saw those caves on his bottom of his map when he was through there the first time. He knows the palace.
He also might have
forgotten,
because it's been a hot minute since he was last around there. He's seen the palace.
Yeah, and lucky for him, if he wants to really just go back and check the bridge, it takes him to the maze. Well, here's the item in 1, but it takes him to the maze, and then he can go back to, yeah, well, go to DM now if we want to.
We could, with that raft. That might be a required raft, because DM might have the glove.
Yeah. And that's the thing, it's like if it's not in 1, nice fast 1. If it's not in 1, it's not in 6, it's not in 5, and we know that now. TA not having the knowledge of 2, not having the knowledge of 5. Did Oboe get
glove locked out of 5? I didn't catch it.
No, he's done with 5. He passed through a room. It was a heart.
Oh, thank you. That's something else. Okay, so yeah, it's not... Yeah, our only item locations left are DM, P6, and... Yeah, DM and P6.
Yeah.
That is it.
And neither runner has the full knowledge of that just yet. We have that in the comms booth here. Not going into 6. Oh, I think we're going to look for... Tia going back to the bridge.
I'm a little uncertain what Tia's doing right this second.
Maybe he thinks this is DM. There's his Nibiru, though.
I guess he'll get shield. You did say earlier he likes that spell.
Yeah, for Guma, he's talking about he's not the most confident Guma fighter out there currently.
Yeah, Guma is a bit of a tough fight. He said he wants attack 5, life 6 for Guma.
Yeah.
Well, he does have that 5, 6, 7 apiece for both runners. Would TA check DM before P6? I think you check P6 first, just because you have to clear it at least.
Yeah.
We don't know what DM looks like.
I mean,
it could be an ugly mess. It could be islands. It could be a mountainous or vanilla-like mess. We don't know. It could. You don't know if you need to clear DM. You do know you need to clear 6.
We're going out west to see what these hints may be here.
Hoping to get a glove in at this point, yeah. Von's saying he might check a DM to at least check the biome and see if he can get a quick rock. Also not a bad idea, true.
Alright, Oboe finding his maze path here.
Yep. And he is going to go directly into 6. Yeah, if this is a glove in 6, he wins time. Oh, TA's checking the raft. He realized that it's right here.
It's a river canyon.
That is a river canyon DM. Actually, this might not be a terribly bad idea for TA to go find both items here real quick.
I honestly like that check to the southwest corner. There's very likely nothing down there, but man, have there been rocks that just hide right along practically the border of the map before. So, man,
and TA did get bitten by that kind of thing in Game 1.
So I think
river canyon DMs are fairly easy to clear generally. You check the edges, you check everywhere for the for Speck Rock, and then usually hammer caves in the corner.
Yeah, kind of checking his caves along the way as well to see if you see anything that just kind of sticks out.
But this is about this and islands are the two friendliest DM biomes.
This is a little interesting that we're doing 6 over 1 for Oboe, though. I don't. It's odd to prioritize the larger palace.
Well, just because obviously you need to do both, but 1 is the shorter of the two.
Yeah. Well, here's the item in 6.
Here's Speck Rock.
Oh.
And there's our glove. Glove is in Speck Rock. That is go mode for TA.
Yeah,
He's gonna walk it out of here, walk it back to that raft, and go back to P5.
Yeah, not a hugely hidden spot, but that raft came out of... Didn't that raft come out of 3? I think Oboe got that, or did he give up on that item?
No,
No, hammer was 3. I'm sorry.
Raft was in P1.
Yeah, raft was in P1.
Hammer was in P3, which both runners have the hammer. It's the raft that now it's needed. Okay, Tia's gonna go back up to the bridge. He's gonna go beat P6 here, and then he has a Guma to beat after that. Oboe needs to find... Both of them need to beat P6, and then Oboe needs to go get to DM. I think Oboe will go... Maybe P1 first, but I think Oboe's gonna go look for the items in Maze Island as well.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Here's Barba, so not a terribly long P6 if you route it the way Oboe did.
Yeah, unfortunately I was not watching the way Oboe did it, so I don't know exactly where all that was. It looks like the item was along the same elevator path as the dragon was, maybe? I'm not 100% sure there.
Me neither. I think we were both looking at DM for TA more than the P6.
Yeah, and I think that play for DM was just that TA probably just always feels behind in these races, and so let's do a play that I don't think Oboe's going to make, at least not right now, at least not until he has to, and try to get that step ahead, that few steps ahead of him in such a play. And right now it worked out. There's no glove block in 5 or anything else at this point, so really that glove's not going to help TA get through these palaces. It's not going to stop Oboe from getting through these palaces, but obviously it's going to be... hard to say that it's 100% needed in GP. We always tiptoe around these statements, but of course we always expect it to be required in GP.
Mm-hmm.
This is the dragon right here. Yeah.
It is. Okay, so TA's gonna just basically speed route P6 here, and then he's gonna be out of here. He's gonna. Ooh, well, don't do that. Thankfully, still has 2 lives left, but that was just a whoops. I don't think Oboe has seen either item in Maze Island yet. He is also not checking the tile right to the east of the palace that has one of the P bags, and the other one's way in the northeast corner. He's probably in the last location yet.
Yeah, he'll probably get this one. I mean, I don't know. You always expect the one closest to the palace that someone's gonna find, but I mean, who knows? Who knows? You expect Oboe to find these faster than TA did because TA kind of lost that one tile.
Yeah, but we'll see. Nice Barba fight for TA.
Yeah, so he is gonna be. He's got 5 gems on the board here. First to 5, gonna be walking it. I guess we're gonna up an A. Up an A is gonna probably be the best play here.
I think up A is faster than walking it out of here.
Now,
How
Oboe,
deep in is Guma? Great question.
I don't know. It's several rooms, but I think I have a feeling that we just held right. I think Oboe just held right in P5 and just ended up. There was a pass through item room, and eventually he just ended up in Guma's room. So, yeah. TA going to be down a magic container, though, not getting that magic container out of 6 like Oboe did. Both of them going to have 8 hearts, though. Yep. Unless you can somehow dodge the item room in 5. I don't think you can.
I think it was more or less just right on the route, yeah.
Yeah, Oboe got the first drop there. I'm sorry, were they both P bags on the maze?
Both were P bags on Maze Island, yep.
Alright, Oboe having to think there. Not sure. Oboe's going to follow this path. He's going to wrap around to the river and clear out all of this down here right now. So I guess he might end up kind of last locationing it as well. Still won't be, well, maybe not here if he just follows the river. Yeah, this is the path that Oboe took in 5. I don't actually... Well, yeah, he didn't go left. There was only a left at start. He did come through this ferry room, and I just remember a few of these rooms here. Ferry room, item room, and then ultimately led to a boss. I think it was up an elevator. Oh, we're going to walk it back to 1 for... Oh, he's already down at 6, right. I'm sorry, yeah, first to 5 gems was not TA. It was actually Oboe. Just didn't have that lit up there. So yeah, I just got to do 1, and then he'll be into GP. Here's our item room in 5. Again, this heart coming up.
Yep. Okay, yeah, I completely missed seeing this earlier. I think I was busy staring at Maze Island at the time.
Oh right, I'm keep forgetting that we do need to go to DM, and Oboe's going to have that information here. Very shortly after he... I guess that's it. He's got the information. He doesn't have anything else to do other than Death Mountain. The horse is right here.
Yep. Yeah. He's about to be done with P1, and then he gets to go clear DM, which isn't a terribly long dig, but it does take a minute or 2.
Yeah, so we're going to be into GP probably at very similar times here. Hard to tell who's going to have it first.
So, because TA's got a little bit more of P5 to do, but Oboe has to go to DM.
Yeah.
And then it's probably an up A out of P... Well, it's probably an up A out of DM. I think you probably walk it out of P5. to get back to the east and then the Valley of Death is just right next to the connector to the east.
Yeah, I think we walk it out of DM. I think we go raft tile back to east and then just go to Death
we might,
Valley.
yeah, good point. This geography again.
Yeah, it's all good. I think this might be our elevator for Guma here.
It might be.
Nope. Oh, so there was a junction choice. Okay, so Oboe probably routed this the correct way. I don't know. I have no idea whether it was up and right or not.
I've got no idea.
Yeah, so Oboe still might be the first into GP here. He'll have his glove within the next 2 minutes or less, unless he finds Hammer Cave first. Double 1-up drop there. Might have been good to pick those up and then just get the glove, walk out of here, and go back to GP with a bunch of lives. I guess there are lives everywhere, though.
There's lives everywhere, yep.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Yeah, TA and I have no idea where Guma is, because I was busy looking at it. I think it was either Maze Island or DM at the time. Oboe was in P5. That's a dead end.
Yeah, I gotta walk it back right, like 3 rooms and go up and right. I think that might actually be Hammer Cave right there.
I was going to say that right-facing cave might be Hammer Cave, yeah. I think it is, in fact, looking at this map. But it's a moot point because here's Spec Rock, Oboe.
All right,
Oboe's going to check Spec Rock and then Hammer Cave because he knows it will. Spec Rock is free out of River Canyon.
Yeah, Oboe going to be first into GP here. Got a little bit of a walk still, but I don't know, 2 minutes.
Yeah. And here's Guma for TA, so not far behind.
Yeah, it was just that up
Oboe
and right.
will be first in, but it won't be by much. Minute or 2 difference, depending on how Guma goes. TA picked up a 1-up a room or 2 back, so has at least 1 life left here on Guma if he needs it. Or not. Very nice.
Yeah, if he's going to keep those extra lives, he might just walk out of here with 1 extra life here. Although I guess you're going to expend a few resources getting into Death Valley here.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure of what TA's current life count is. And that is 677 for him, as... Ooh, need to watch it a little for Oboe, actually. He's down to his last life here. As TA, you're going the wrong way. 112.10 Oboe entry into GP. As I'm realizing I'm having a minor brain fart as to where the east connector is. Oops.
I gotta go through Fairy Cave.
Oh, right, I think Oboe's TA hoping for a shortcut, maybe? Or
yeah,
no?
it's up by the Pillar P-Bag Cave by Rudo.
I think TA realized he got lost. There's the Upstarts. I think it might have been fast to walk it, but yeah. Very early T-Bird. That was like 4 rooms in for Oboe.
Was that 2 rooms? Less than, I think it's less than 4.
It might have been.
Is this just going to be over in 3-minute GP again?
We'll find out.
Maybe one day we'll be able to guarantee a tough GP layout. I don't know. We haven't seen anything. I'm a cynical jerk when it comes to GP's layouts, so don't mind me. It's just a little disappointing when you're going into the final palace and everything's just kind of right there. expecting it to be about 30 rooms or more of craziness, and it ends up being 8, shorter than any other palace, before this point.
Yeah. Very nice T-bird fight. No damage taken for Oboe.
Yep, so far linear after here. TA going somewhere, not toward GP though.
He's too far east for that, yeah. Okay, nope, there he goes.
Yeah, here's a junction. Immediate Dark Link. What's the over-under on Dark Link in the first elevator? Yeah, TA does not need to get lost now. He needs to go to the volcano, which is straight west of where he came in via the cave to the east.
Yeah, he's too far south now. He needs to go back north and a little east.
Does he need upstab?
Oh, he might be going for upstab.
I thought he had upstab. He had a ferry.
So did I.
It's right. It's actually right next to the water tile. Wasn't that the first place we saw?
Runia was the first thing we saw on the east, yes.
Maybe fire isn't jump? Maybe he's trying to go for jump as well? I thought fire was jump.
I'm actually not quite sure what TA's doing at this point. He's going back towards the Valley of Death, though, which is good.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of options here. We've got an up and right. We've got this left and right here. We had a 4-way earlier. A lot of stuff here.
Yeah. Well, this is Darunia for TA, so if he's looking for upstab, he's got it. Yeah, this is. I guess he didn't get upstab the first trip.
That's interesting.
They had to have Fairy Castable by the time they got here, because getting Fairy Castable was hard required to do absolutely anything this seed, but yeah, I guess he just never went in. Huh. Does Ubu have upstab, for that matter?
Yeah, Oboe does have upstab. I definitely saw someone go get it. Okay, yeah, didn't have upstab. Otherwise, he would have been hit with the "I cannot help you any longer. Go now" message. Or anymore, whatever the guy says. All right, well, yeah, didn't realize we still had to go get that. So, yeah, Oboe's got a pretty good lead into here. Going to be looking around. This might be a loop. Not a loop, okay.
Well, that's good for TA that there's options. So if TA can get in here, beat T-Bird, and go somewhere that Oboe's not going, could be interesting. As here's a glove block, speaking of glove blocks earlier.
Yeah, and a lot of these rooms are pretty tough. It's it's been a strategy last year's Upstarts tournament. I mean, it's a strategy just in general that you see a tough room, let's just not go that way. Let's not go that way. And of course, just because the room is tough does not mean that this has to be the right answer.
Ooh, and Gobo got stuck in a chicken sandwich and ended up in the lava.
Yeah, was that 72 something, 72-11 or something that?
It's 112.10 and 116.50, so 4.5 minute difference on GP entrance. A little over 4.5. We're at 4 minutes 40 seconds.
Yeah, Oboe without jump though, so fire is jumped. He had the opportunity to go back and turn it in because again, GP's right here, Darunia is right next to Death Valley. He's got the child out of Risen or one of the P-bag caves in the east here, but opting
decided not to do so, which it's more of a quality of life thing than anything else. Okay, yeah, T-Bird is literally the second room.
Yeah, so we'll see how TA's T-Bird is tonight. I think he's hoping for it to not be too punishing here. I wonder if we'll see an immediate up and A because he's down all of his magic at this point.
I probably would, given that it's the second room and you might as well get it back.
Yeah, my money's on a loop here for Oboe as well. We've seen the right side of this room, but there's 2 rooms that look exactly the same on the right side, so we'll see if we've looped here. If we have, we might see an up and A from Oboe and kind of a fresh start from both of them, although Oboe will have that prior knowledge.
And actually, TA is going to go at least a little bit on this up A. Yeah, that was a very good T-Bird fight, though, for TA. Had enough magic for Thunder, but not enough for Reflect or Shields, and Took a hit or two, but not too bad.
Now, this is a big junction here. We've got some options that TA is coming up to. We'll see. I don't recall which direction. Yeah, there's the up and A. Okay, Oboe's seeing that it is a loop now.
And yeah, TA seeing this big elevator shaft with a bunch of options. Gets whacked by a chicken or two.
Yeah, I want to say Oboe went right at the four-way. Looks like TA might just be following suit here.
Might, yeah. I mean, it's kind of a pick a direction and see where it leads you is kind of what you have to do at this point.
Okay, so Oboe didn't go up through that upstab block, but he did come back down and right. So if TA just follows in his footsteps here, this is gonna be very unfortunate. Unless there's some junction that Oboe didn't take over here. I don't think that's the case. This is the room that Oboe up and ate out of just a moment ago. So as he walked back to it, so this is all nothing for TA.
Yeah.
It's funny, we had 3 rights to take, and he took the same right as Oboe, and it just led nowhere.
Yeah, just it's by pure chance. He of course has no idea where Oboe's been. It's just kind of unfortunate.
I mean, it could still be. I mean, this isn't over yet. Darkling could still be. You know, we've seen. I don't know. Estimated, let's say like 12, 14 rooms here. Maybe that's a high estimate. I don't know. GP could roll, a shortened GP can roll anywhere into the 40s in terms of rooms. So we may have a whole bunch of rooms, or Darkling could just be down this path to the left here that Oboe's taken.
After he gets swapped by this chicken sandwich, yeah.
Yeah, fire is jumped. There it is. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Oboe using it to get through this fun waffle room.
Wow, 2 immediate dead ends there. Down and right being a dead end, left at the four-way being a dead end. Looks like it's going to be up and right here, or up and right through the upstab block.
TA 2 options, yeah.
Yeah, TA about to see this loop. Although this room's kind of tough to get out of here. He gets it. Okay, that's a tough jump to make. For some reason, visually, it just makes it a very tough jump to make. Oh, TA recognizing the loop a little bit faster than Oboe there. I like that fast up and A. 2 options remain. Again, Oboe's on one of them, and there's that other up and right through the upstab block.
Yeah, TA is also not having a fun time with his chicken. Yep.
TA may just pick the same directions as Oboe did a moment ago, the down and right being nothing, and the left at the four-way being nothing, so...
We'll see. We don't know yet. Oboe, by the way, is on his last life. It's important to note. He lost his second to last one to the spicy chicken.
Oh, we have a drop here. Okay. It's a
man.
pass-through drop, though.
I was gonna say, I don't think we've seen any drop destination rooms.
Yeah, we saw 2. Those are the dead ends.
Okay, so yeah, you probably don't want to take the drop then.
That's what scares him here. Oh, this is either a 3-way or 4-way that Oboe's walking into. It's another 4-way.
Okay, this is not a 4-way we've seen before. Down is a left, up is...
Oh, wait!
Rooms.
Have we seen... No, okay.
No, that is new. As far as I can remember, that is a new check here.
TA gonna follow in the footsteps of Oboe once again, although hasn't checked to the other down and right. It's gonna save a small bit of time not seeing those dead ends, but on top of that, if he sees the drop, I wonder if he's just gonna take the drop. Now, it doesn't have to take us back to one of those 2 landing rooms we've seen, but, oh boy, it may just take us back there, and then that'll reset TA back.
Yeah.
Wow, there are a lot of these same... I call these arena rooms. or pit. I'm sorry, I call these the pit, where you're voluntarily jumping into the pit to fight something in here.
Yeah, TA also bypassing the drop is going to also arrive on this elevator shaft, and we'll see where he decides to go on it.
Another drop!
Okay, game.
Oh! TA gonna go,
Ooh.
oh no! He's psyching out the comms.
I was gonna say, is he gonna take that up left? No.
He may just check this right real fast.
Nope, he is following in Oboe's footsteps, because this is the way Oboe went.
And
on this. Well, don't do that either for TA.
this is a loop back to the first four-way we saw. It's the left side of it. Oboe may up an A here. He's down to his last life. Very low health. No life. Oh! TA turning it around. One of these lefts could be the answer. We haven't seen a loop on either of these lefts at the top or bottom of this four-way.
But yeah, Oboe recognizing that he looped. In fact, they were just both in that same four-way at the same time from opposite directions for a second there.
Oh, you know, I'm sorry.
Oboe got made out of that.
Was T out of magic when he saw this room? He always wants to have jump in this room.
He was low, at
Okay.
least.
Oh,
I'm not
another
sure
dead
if he was
end.
out, but he was low. As oh yeah, TA not recognizing it. That is a dead end, TA.
We'll see if he goes down and left then. Oh my god. I'm just wondering if it's up and right through that one upstab block room.
A while back, yeah. It might be. Oh, good one-up drop for TA.
It could still be still the first drop room. I mean, it still could be. There's nothing that says when you see a landing room that it has to be connected to a drop. So
no. TA is taking this left, which we know is a loop because Oboe was just in said loop a minute ago before his update, most recent update.
I think he's gonna take the drop.
Oh wait, no, this is right. Never mind. Me getting lost again. Is this?
This is new.
This is not the dead end room we saw a second ago.
Wait, maybe it is.
Maybe? No, this might be.
Did it have a bubble? I didn't see a bubble in there. Okay, was there a bubble in there?
I'm trying and failing to remember. We'll see when we go back down this elevator. Yeah. This is familiar.
Oh, he's not gonna go down and left though. Oh my god.
Okay.
Well, Oboe on the same path again. Wow. Well, is Oboe gonna take the drop? If he takes the drop and he's gonna take the down and left at the four-way. He's not gonna take the drop, okay? Or he's gonna be forced into it.
Well, he's gonna be bopped into it. Yep. Game deciding, nope, you are taking this drop whether you want to or not, which we know is a loop.
Which is funny because Oboe wanted to go right at that drop room, which is just going to take him to the four-way, which he's about to. He's on top of the four-way right now, so he'll see that loops right back into where he wanted to go. Just 1.5 rooms of extra walking.
Yeah.
Now TA hasn't seen down and right at this upcoming elevator. He hasn't seen up and left at the four-way that he's about to run into again. We'll see if he checks those.
There's an upstairs block, I forget where exactly, that nobody's checked, that's not part of the bit of the map Oboe's in right now.
Yeah, Oboe is in, new territory for Oboe. Elevator room up here. TA about to see a dead end at the left of this four-way. Not yet.
Not yet for Oboe. This is an elevator, though.
Again, TA with this dead-end room recognition.
Or not elevator, just... Yeah, TA is...
Oh!
And that is a dead end for Oboe! That was not the answer. But yeah, TA needs to work on his dead end recognition.
There's two options for Oboe. It's the drop that he didn't take, or it's the up and right through the upstab block. I don't know where TA is at. Oh, he's going to see this other dead end. So if TA, again, this is the same room, it's just flipped.
Yeah.
Now,
so it's that drop where the upstab block, the other drop where the upstab block, I think is what we're about down to.
We've seen both drops. TA took one, Oboe took one. It's the up, it's right through the upstab block. It's the right facing upstab block.
Okay, and I think TA isn't close to that right now.
He's technically closer. He's going to go up this elevator. We'll see where he goes. Oboe is about to hit the 4-way as well. Yeah, this is a dead end for TA. Please don't go this way.
Realizes, keeps going up.
Okay. TA is going right, and if he goes up and right, I don't know how many lives he has left. Oboe's got all of his lives. Oboe's going to go.
I think TA has 2.
This is the play for TA. I think this is all. He's not going that way though. No.
TA,
dude.
No.
No, you looped over here.
Yeah, you looped over here. This is an ouch.
Well, we'll see where Oboe goes. Oboe took a death on that bird, I think. He's going to come up.
A second ago. Yeah,
I think they might
going the wrong way.
I think they both might be a little confused here because Oboe is about to go the right way, though. We'll see if he takes this elevator.
Yay, you saw this loop earlier.
Yeah, this is the first loop he saw. And Oboe's up this elevator. This is the upstep block.
And Oboe does take it.
Darkling is probably 1 or 2 rooms to the right here.
I don't think there's much left of this GP, no. Yeah, he does get the jumps in this room. And nope, we've got another one of these things.
Wow, a lot of these. The least punishing of any of them, though, with the fairy in here.
Yeah, and he is down to his last life here in this loop. I might just obey at this point.
That's it.
And there's Darklink.
Well, this is going to be GG for Oboe, taking the first 3 games, all 3 games here in this best of 5 of the grand finals of the 2024 Zelda 2 Randomizer Upstarts tournament. I might be calling it just slightly early, seeing as this fight is taking a little bit longer. And there it is. TA still in this loop here.
And that is GG's to Oboe and to TA here. 130.52 and a dot quit. Understandably, good race from both runners and good tournament.
Yeah, what a... Oh, man. Game 1 was a little lopsided based on map exploration for TA missing a palace for a while. Game 2, TA did walk into GP about 5 minutes earlier than Oboe did and just opted to gamble lefts in GP, which, as they say in Z1R, as some say in Z1R, never 7. We say never left in Z2R. Not everybody follows that, but he did go left in GP yesterday, and it did cost him the win. And tonight, just so many options here in this palace. Being joined by TA here, GG.
GG.
Yeah, GG. I didn't remember any remaining directions in GP, unfortunately. I have no idea where to go.
So the loop you're in right now is the loop you saw initially in the palace, and what was right behind you was an up elevator, and it went to an upstep block going right, and you saw that room just before hitting this loop again that you're in, and that was the right direction here, and you both pretty much full cleared this palace.
Yeah. What was our entries looking like? Pretty close.
I think
we are joined by Oboe. GG.
GG, thank you.
Yeah, GG, Oboe. Congratulations.
Thanks, TA.
Yeah, you got him, man.
Yeah, I think GP entry times were 72:11 for Oboe and about 76:50 something, 40 something for TA.
About 4 minute 40-second difference on the entry time, yeah. You guys both got lost in GP, so it was pretty close.
I completely forgot that elevator because I walked right by it. That was the first place I went, and I just completely forgot about it.
It was funny the way you both routed GP. It was very, very similar because that first post Thunderbird, the first junction, several levels there. There was a down. You came in and it was it was pretty much just an up and down. You came in from the left side, so it was an up and down elevator. Right side was a dead end, but down and right was an option. Up into a four-way, left and right there, up and right from the four-way, and you both went right at the four-way initially. And you both found, you just kept holding right. You passed up that upstab block room initially. You just kept holding right. You both saw that loop. And then you both went up and right at the four-way. Or I'm sorry, Oboe, you first went down and right, saw the dead end, left at the four-way, you made the dead end, then went up and right. TA followed you and went up and right. Did all that stuff up there as well. He took the first drop, though. The first drop, which you eventually learned, did take you just to a little segment above that second four-way. You did take the second drop the first time, which took you back to a room you had already seen, which was left of the first four-way. This is all very confusing, but accurate. Yeah, and then it really came down to the final dig there. TA went down and right and saw the dead end. There was flying back over the lava pits, coming back up the elevator. Oboe, you were in the one room below the four-way. TA went right, saw that upstab block, or there was an elevator shaft between the bottom and the upstab block at the top. He saw the elevator shaft come back down and went back right again to get stuck in that loop over there again in that first wing. And Oboe, you eventually made it up there, went up and right, and that was it. Just the flip-flop there of TA seeing that first, but then kind of backing out of there, and you dedicating your time to that path. Just two more rooms and it was Darklink. And man, what a wild race in GP. We were kind of going crazy here. But GG either way to both of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's 100% seed, wasn't it?
Yeah, otherwise, TA, you gambled on the item in 2. You got the hammer out of 3 first. You were first to check down, there was a cross in 2. Sorry, Oboe eventually got the cross out of 2 as well. And then from there, it was P3, had the hammer. You both had to go through Fairy Cave, then Jump Cave, go through the hammer block there. There was P1, there was a boulder block to the maze. Oboe, you saw the bridge on the east initially before seeing Nibiru, and then finding 2 and then Risen Cave. You never came back to that bridge. Did you not see it there at the very top of your map, or did you just kind of forget about it?
I saw it and just assumed it was to like another little continent bit.
Okay.
I didn't notice I didn't realize I was at the top of the map.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because
When I saw it on the maze, I was like, oh wait, I've seen this. And then by that point, it didn't really matter.
Yeah, because TA, you saw just south. You were first to show as kind of just south of where Nibiru was, and there was a raft tile there, and I think maybe you assumed that might have been the northwest corner.
Sorry, are you talking about the bridge in the northwest of the east?
Yeah, you didn't see that right away.
I did. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I didn't see that. I thought that bridge was going to lead me to.
Because the raft tile. Yeah, because the raft tile is one island south of that, and I thought the raft was in northwest.
Yeah, I was surprised
Oboe
to see the bridge
that
location.
It was the bridge that was even further north.
Yeah, the bridge was. Yeah, the bridge I guess was on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the bridge was on like the northern section of the continent, technically, and then I guess the raft tile was on the western section of the continent. Technically, that kind of surprised me though. I assumed the bridge was going to bring me to Death Mountain at first, and I was very surprised to see it bring me to the east because I was thought I had a pretty good clear of that east, but I also found the town and. Nibiru, as Barai said, I thought that was going to be. There was a bush I saw that was a hammer-blocked bush. I thought that was going to be Nibiru. So, I was surprised to see all that, I guess.
Yeah. You're clear of the TA. You're clear of the maze was probably a little frustrating. That one tile, 2 P bags on the maze, and all that time spent combing over the maze that second time. Just that one tile, just a few steps to the right of the palace, and that little tiny little passageway there. That was a little rough in terms of time, but you did skip the items in 2 and 6. You did go after didn't do 6. You got the raft out of 1, and then you took it to go to DM first. Presumably that was just a gamble given how you felt in the seed, and just had to make some plays. You didn't get the item out of 2. You weren't going to do 6 first. You wanted to see what DM had. You found the rock. You discovered the glove. As we had seen, the item in 6 at the same time was just a magic container from Oboe. So your 2 and your 6 was a little bit faster than Oboe overall. The 4, man, that P4 really pushed both of you around a little bit when it was just left down left to the boss, but both of you were clearing all the rights you could there. 1 was fast, 3 was pretty quick, 5 was pretty straightforward. There was one junction right there before Guma, which up and right led to him, and staying down actually led to another 3 rooms and a dead end. I believe Oboe went up and right first and saw Guma a little bit faster, and TA, you did stay down, show us that dead end, then walk it back. Thankfully, you walked it back and didn't up an angle left at start there. Who knows what was left at start at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, your 6 was good. Your 2 was a little bit better as well. That was a really fast 6 for you, but it was not that bad for Oboe either. I think the item room left was just off that same elevator shaft, if I'm not mistaken, that Barba was on.
Yeah, I guess my reasoning there for looking in DM before P6 and P5 is there was 2 checks on DM. I knew that the raft was going to bring me to DM, and I also knew that it was pretty close to the maze, so I figured I would just take a look at the DM and see if at least I can get the rock, Spectacle Rock. And if Hammer Cave was difficult to find, I might have just beelined it to P6 after checking Spec Rock. And I was happy to find the glove there, so obviously that was the right play. It's just really awkward when you find, say, an early Barba, early boss in a big dungeon, whatever, if it's P5, P6, doesn't matter. But it leaves me in a really awkward position when I have other checks available and I still have a big portion of the palace to clear out. It's such a tough decision. I kind of wanted to have an idea of whether I needed to dig an item out of P6 or not before doing P6. So that's why I went to DM, I guess. I didn't want to put myself in that situation where I find a Barba, 40% into the palace, still relatively deep, let's say, but I have, other directions to go around that area. And then, I don't know, it just felt like the right play to go to DM. I don't know. But I decided to do it and it worked out.
Yeah, it made sense. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. That start, by the way, I would have called for a reroll if there was not 500-point P bags in the pool. That was insane.
Oh my god.
That was ridiculous.
And
And the only encounter you can get was the graveyard encounters.
because you.
Yeah, it was stupid. I would have. You had one of the enemies sap
the
experience
enemies are
as well.
dropping
It was
5
insane.
XP each, and you were. It was get 5 or get drain, which it was going to get you nowhere if it wasn't for the 500 point packs.
Monsters
Oh my
didn't
god.
even drop
Yeah.
experience. The red spiders didn't. Like, they just didn't drop anything.
A couple of the enemies are giving like 5 points apiece, but that was basically not going to get you anywhere. So.
I would still be farming that if we didn't have those P bags. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, because they saw that. It's like, okay, start the seed. There's Saurian right next to it. Looks like we're kind of in the northwest corner of a vanilla-like. And no, there's nothing else up here. Well, great. Let's go farming. And farming we did. You were a little faster on the... a little faster, I think, Oboe, but you guys were really close. You guys were really close for a long while there, actually, up until like later exploration parts of the east, because the sea was just so linear at the start. You had to do the ferry ride. The west map was very linear. The east map, until you got boots, was also pretty linear. Wasn't a lot of options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was happy to find the boots in Spell Tower for sure. Because I had some other directions I could have gone on that island east, and I went immediately down and found New Kasuto relatively early into my exploration in the east, so I was happy to see that.
Yeah, it actually funneled you. So you took a pass through cave, and so you did have some unexplored map, but it didn't lead anywhere. Oboe showed us everything else there, that it funneled you right to New Kasuto there. You could opt to not go into New Kasuto and get this stuff. You could have continued west across a land bridge with a river devil. You both had the flute at that point, so you could have kept going, technically speaking. But yeah, you were both pretty much just funneled there on the east. You didn't really have any options. It's just that Oboe took a slightly different route, was a little bit further ahead and took the slightly different route. And then when you took the pass through cave, it did help catch you up a little bit there. So there was it was very close in terms of the boot pickup between both of you early on. So nobody really had a decisive lead at that point. And from there, it was just explore this island's east.
Yeah. I know I had a cave going to the east, but that must have led to nothing then. So, well, at least it wasn't that bad, I guess.
Yeah, it did lead to nothing. There was when you came into the east the first time off of the west, you could see it. There was a little lava island off there in the east where that east-facing cave would have taken you. It was a complete dead end.
I gotta say, you have a very good memory, because when you were talking about the GP, I'm like, I don't remember any of those rooms, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it was just up at the first junction, right at the first four-way, and then up and right at the next one. It was easy.
I'm gonna have to watch the VOD back to see which one you're talking about there, because I still don't remember it. But
well,
yeah,
if it helps, it was an up elevator. It was an upside-down T-junction. You went up the elevator, and you saw there was an elevator shaft. You could see the statue, the statue there in the fake elevator shaft room, and you backed out of it. You backed out of it at that point, and you went down and right again. Yeah,
I know what you're talking about now. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, right up above there was a room facing to the right with an upstab block that, again, you both saw early, and you both backed out of it early, and then did everything else, and then you saw it for the second time. You saw it first, or you saw that shaft first, then backed out of the shaft and went right again, whereas Oboe dedicated its time to that shaft there, and went up and right. So, yeah, not to bring up GP again, but
we'll leave that in the graveyard.
Yeah, I just not to speed this along or anything. I believe there's a parade and a fireworks show tonight at some point scheduled. Before we get to that, though, this is it. This was game 3 here. 3 wins for Oboe in this best of 5 series, crowning him as the 2024 Z2R Upstarts champion. However, first and foremost, TA, runner-up here, 2nd seed overall. Hear from you first on just thoughts on the tournament, thoughts on Zelda 2 Randomizer, thoughts on the future. Is there a vacation in store, or are we getting back to the grind? Is there going to be a race that starts up in about 2 hours or so? Let us know how you feel.
Not sure about a race tonight, but yeah, this tournament was fantastic. It was absolutely phenomenal. I thoroughly enjoyed the entirety of this tournament, and practicing and grinding in some of these nightly pickup races. Just to give you guys a little bit of a background here, I come from Z1R, and I have never played Zelda 2 up until I picked up this game however many months ago. I was in the camp. I know that Zelda 2 has a notorious reputation for being a frustrating game. Some people call it one of the worst Zelda games ever. This game has grown on me a lot, though, and I used to be in that camp where I would not touch Zelda 2 with a 10-foot pole. But now, I have to say, after playing the Rando, it was it's been a pleasure playing this game. And for any of you guys that are watching out in the community right now, if you're kind of in the same boat that I was, around a year ago, where you've never really dove into Zelda 2 before, and you have mixed feelings about picking the game up, give it a try. It's a fun game. The Rando is very fun. The combat is fun once you kind of learn how everything works. I'm still learning. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but it's still a very fun game. I like the exploration aspect on the overworld. I play Zelda 1 Rando, as I said, and the overworld is the same every single time. But with this game, it has more of a feeling of a completely different game every time, I guess. Just the aspect of a randomized overworld is very entertaining to play, where you have to try to, map it out and kind of find where everything is. It's a nice change of pace from Zelda 1. So I really enjoy this randomizer. I will definitely be on the lookout for the next tournament. I don't know how far I'm going to get, but yeah, definitely going to keep practicing, keep grinding away, and hope to improve on the game. But yeah, I have to give a big shout out to all of the tournament admins and all of the behind the scenes help. This has been one hell of a tournament, and this community is an awesome. I love being a part of this community, I guess. It's a small, tight-knit community. And yeah, hopefully we can get some more people in the pickup races. Maybe a tournament will come around soon, and everyone will get their motivation to race again. We'll see. But yeah, I think that sums it up. I just got to give a big thanks to everyone involved into making this tournament, I guess.
Yeah, that's great to hear, man. That is great to hear. Yeah, the static overworld versus randomized overworld, big change, and maybe a little bit to adapt to for anyone coming from another one of the randomizer games where static overworld is in place. But sometimes people enjoy that a bit more because things are a bit more known, and sometimes when there's too much mystery, it's a little too much to solve, and yeah, it can be a little rough at times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really unique feature.
Yeah, the overworld.
You are. Good, sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, the overworld is a nice change of pace, and I guess it's similar to Dragon Warrior Rando. If I've never played that before, but I don't know. From what I've seen of Dragon Warrior Randomizer, it kind of has the same feel. So
yeah,
no, it's definitely a change of pace, and I enjoy it.
All right, well, it was great showing for the tournament. Always great to have I'll say it, just an amazing Z1R runner. So great to watch you play Z1R. Watching TA play Z1R is otherworldly, I'll tell you, man. This go check, in one of his rare Z1R streams these days, #retired. If you catch him playing some Z1R, man, it's quite the sight to see. So definitely worth a watch for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Mariah, and y'all take care, and congratulations once again, Oboe.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Absolutely, been a pleasure having you.
Yeah, Oboe. Again, 2024 Upstarts champion for Zelda 2 Randomizer. Same question to you. How is the tournament? What's the history here? You've been playing a little bit while longer than just a few months, but needless to say, you've never been in a tournament before. This first tournament for you in Z2R. How's it all feel? Obviously, it went well. I think we know it went well, but yeah, how overall thoughts on this one?
This was a lot of fun. Yeah, I started a little earlier. I started around standard tournament last year, so about a year or so. I actually almost jumped into the random percent tournament, but then opted not to because Upstarts. But yeah, I've been having fun. I'm completely honest, I'm a little glad it's over because I've been kind of obsessing about this a little bit, playing a lot, and it'd be nice to take a break from it for a few days, maybe a week or so. But yeah, like TA, I'd like to say thank you guys. Thanks to everybody who organized these things. Thanks, Mariah, especially. You do a lot of stuff here, like the comms, restreams, bootleg restreams, data compilation, all the tutorial stuff. You've been a big help. So thank you very much.
Thank you for the kind words there.
Yeah, I don't really know what else to say, honestly.
You did not have a speech prepared for today?
No, I'm not a talkative person. I'm incredibly awkward, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
It's been a really good run for you.
Yeah.
You're the first in seeding, and then I don't think you lost a single.
No, I probably should have lost the one yesterday.
Yeah,
I still feel like that, but yeah, I ran the whole thing, I guess.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Coming back to the async weeks, I don't think you took first in every single one of them, but most of them, I think you were right up there.
It was, yeah. I think I got first in 3 of them, and then like a second, a third, and a fifth.
But yeah, like Star said, a great run. Switched sprites a few times. We went from Olympia to White Mage. Is White Mage going to be the official Oboe sprite moving forward?
Probably. It's
Okay.
pretty cute. This is fun to bonk things.
Yes. Yeah. So again, parade, open bar, and fireworks show tonight, courtesy of Alan Heffley, admin of this tournament, there in chat as well. I'm sure he's hearing this for the first time, but no big deal. Yeah, been a phenomenal tournament. Last year, Upstarts was the first year it happened. It went well then. This one I think went well. Introduced people to Z2R. I'm sure there's plenty of people who dabbled in this in Upstarts and maybe even along the side who didn't jump in, who just kind of played some of the seats on the side. But you know, hopefully a handful of people stick around, and maybe we'll see them in standard tournament. Maybe we'll even see them in a max rando tournament at some point in the future. Although quite a different situation in max rando versus standard. But standard first is coming up soonish from what I hear. So yeah, that's it for me. GG to Oboe, GG to TA. Thanks for doing Comstar, VT Tracker / VT Slacker doing the restream. Yep, that's all I got.
Very much not a slacker, but yeah, and Oboe, reach out to PKT Patrick as well. A trophy will be in the mail for you in a little while there. Patrick has a 3D printer, so has been printing out trophies for tournament winners for the past couple of years going now.
That's pretty cool.
So you'll get one of those yourself. There's pictures in the Discord somewhere, but it's a like a Triforce, the Wing Crest symbol, like a Hyrule symbol, just pretty neat. So you'll get one of those in the mail. You can contact Patrick for the details. But yeah, no, congratulations. GG's once again to Oboe, to TA, to everyone who participated in the tournament, to everyone who helped out with the organization side, and to everyone who helped out with the volunteering and just watching. It's been great fun. You can go follow our runners there in the chat. Got the links there. Thanks to Mariah again for the comms and BT for the tracking. And I think that is about it here for us, though. I'll probably turn it over to BT for official outro, but we'll see you all this fall for standard.
Yep. Thank everybody, all the runners, commentators, trackers, everybody who helped out with the tournament, and of course give our runners a follow. ta909 and Oboe. Commentators Mariah and Star, thank you for commentating. Stay tuned to ZSR for more tournaments, because we have the Majora's Mask Randomizer, ALTTPR Cross Keys going on, Twilight Princess Randomizer starting up, and the Wind Waker Randomizer. And as always, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.